annual,
No, I got another thing at 11:30. So
yeah.
I got more real quick.
Okay, are we up and running? Okay, we're gonna call a meeting to order. It is Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Minutes and reports received and filed.
We have the collector's December 2023 fees.
Okay. Commissioner Committee Liaison Reports, upcoming meetings and events.
I got Board of Realtors meeting today. After this meeting, tomorrow we've got Transportation Committee meeting
Yeah.
in the Chamber. Cole County Department Heads meeting tomorrow, but I've also got Campo, so I'm gonna probably miss that. And then Saturday's the Cole County Fire Protection District dance and get together. So go out there and wear your boots and kick it up.
ARPA Russellville was scheduled for today, but with Debbie out, maybe that may not happen. 1 o'clock today, I have a Zoom call with Missouri Public Housing Agency out of Columbia. And tomorrow, as was mentioned, the Chamber of Transportation. And then I have a Mid-Mo Regional Planning Commission Lunch and Learn. Did you guys get invited to a Lunch and
Yeah,
Learn?
I think we did.
Over the noon hour?
Annual thing.
Well, no, I think it's just a new, maybe they're going to do it quarterly. Going
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
I
Zoom.
think I saw it too. It had other stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Okay, and then on Friday, ARPA Salvation Army,
Okay.
if it works. That's it.
Now, today, if we get done, the Chamber annual meeting is at 11:30. And then I'm gonna go to the transportation meeting tomorrow. I wasn't invited to department heads luncheon, so not going to that. And then Thursday, I've got MU Healthcare in Columbia. That's all
Leave it
I.
alone.
Just FYI, the lunch and learn from Mid-Mo RPC is of particular interest because it's grant funding for Next Gen 911 and communications.
Ooh.
So, considering some of the goals that we have established, we'll be paying close attention to that.
Okay. Commission comments, bids and contracts, contract signing of 2023-28 medical grade oxygen.
This is just signing of the contract with Airgas for medical grade oxygen. It was awarded on January 9th.
All right, make a motion to approve and sign, or you says already approved, so to sign a contract for the medical grade oxygen with Emergency Medical,
Second,
I'm sorry,
Airgas, I'm sorry, with Airgas.
okay.
second,
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Contract approval for security electronics design with HMN Architects.
This is the ongoing project with the data room. This is a contract with HMN Architects they're actually going to write the RFP for the security electronics to $65,000. They're going to write the RFP and then we can release the RFP to get the complete security system in our facility replaced.
Okay. I'll make the motion to do this, but as we proceed with this, we have other security issues that encompass the entire county, and we may have to roll them or like to roll them in to.
Absolutely. Brian Ridenhour is actually going to be in on these meetings, and he's well aware of that. We've actually had discussions about it, and I'm okay with assisting in any way I can except for EMS. Just kidding.
And actually EMS is gonna be in on it,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve and sign a security electronics design with HMN Architects for the security system.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Approval and signing of supplemental agreement number 2 for the multimodal transload facility and rail spur extension project.
So additional construction phase engineering services are necessary for completion of the project. It includes survey work by CMPS and then construction engineering by their sub-consultant Design 9. I got a summary included in your packet. So the supplemental agreement number 1 was for $55,086, and that was for construction engineering and staking. We normally do that on a large scale project like this after the project is bid. That was added to the original design services amount of $167,000. So this supplemental agreement number 2 is for $10,595 for a grand total of $232,681. The project is mostly complete. The siding track adjacent to Capital's oil offloading facility is on hold until they can install some of their equipment in between the 2 tracks there, so we have to wait until that's done before we can finish that last track out. So this will take us to completing everything. We won't need to do any more construction engineering services, so this will get it completed. The facility is ready to accept train cars, and
Oh, good.
I can give just a little update on that if you want right now.
Yeah.
So we have had ongoing meetings with the operator, Capital Logistics. We met last week, and they have several, I don't want to get too much into detail of what they have, but they have several companies wanting to use this facility. Some will require potential equipment on site, maybe some covered storage or other storage or other equipment. And with that ongoing, we currently have an MOU with Capital Logistics for developing an operating agreement and getting things in place. As this is ongoing, developing out who's going to use it and those specifics, we want to wait on doing the operating agreement until further into the year. And so I'm going to probably next week bring you an addendum to the MOU to extend it another 6 months. So, but everything is tracking along as good or better than expected with that, and real potential with some leads they got, and it's very promising for using that facility, and it's going to make a big difference long term. So as far as getting the approval of the agreement, this is again for $10,595 with Central Missouri Professional Services. Supplement agreement number 2.
Good. All right. I'll make a motion to approve and sign the supplemental agreement number 2 for the multimodal transload facility and rail spur extension project with Central Missouri Professional Services for $10,595.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approval and signing of grant agreement and approval documents for the USDA grant for the multimodal transload facility and rail spur extension project.
With any grant, especially federal grants, it brings with it a lot of paperwork and accounting and things to do. So I have several documents that have to be signed and returned to them. There's a letter of intent to meet conditions, a rural business cooperative service financial assistance agreement, rural business development grant application certification, disclosure of lobbying activities, equal opportunity agreement, and assurance agreement under Title VI Civil Rights Act of 1964. So
And I have to sign every one of those?
every tab I got there.
Jesus.
Good. All right. make
How about
motion to
charge you 50 cents a signature?
Approve and sign the grant agreement and approval documents for the USDA grant for the multimodal transload facility and rail spur extension project.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Approval and signing of contract extension for Cartograph OpenGov asset management software.
So this is our extension contract. It's a 3-year contract. Cartograph, when we first started with them, they were a standalone company. Now they're a subsidiary of OpenGov, which is who we're partnering with to begin the permitting and licensing program. But this is just for the cartograph side, and the cost is for 2024, $33,903.01. And then it goes up about $1,500 each year for 25 and 26. So this includes, it's like I said, it's a 3-year contract. Now, the document that I have here, I did request that they make a few corrections to it, so I would like to get it approved and then just bring it back to you for signature when they have that, if that's okay. The contract, they do have a conference that they do every year, and it has that shown in this quote of $2,400, but we're not gonna attend that, so we just want the base annual fee for each year.
Is this an extension or a renewal? Or are y'all looking at it as the same? Because I know we talked about doing this for like a 3 or 5 year project, and so is it,
They call it a subscription, so I would say probably a renewal.
okay. I don't know if it made much difference as an extension. Seemed like that changed kind of the original
Yeah.
scope. So,
I showed it on the agenda item as contract extension, but I would consider it a renewal. It's just renewing.
I'm okay
our
with it. I think the
subscription.
program works good for y'all, keeping track of
Yeah.
items and makes us more.
Eric, did you say you'd come back later for the signing? Is that not?
Yeah, I'd rather you sign the document, and it's, like I said, it's got that conference attendance on there, we need to take that off. And I requested that, I just didn't get it back. I noticed it yesterday, and then it's got the wrong contact name, just minor things, but if you approve the amounts listed, the 2024, 25, and 26, and if it's okay that I just bring it back, like later today, if I get it, or tomorrow, and have Sam sign it, if that's okay. That way we can move on with it.
So this would cover the 2/1 to 131.25 for the 33,903.01, but not the conference at the bottom of the
If
list.
you look
What
at
year?
like the last page of what I said.
I thought I printed this off, but was it part of that
I
attachment?
think it's up on the printer. It may
Oh.
have.
Oh, okay.
It's on,
Because I saw some with OpenGov on there and I didn't grab it though.
said it's got the 2,400.
Yeah, you can show.
Go,
that.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna let you make the motion.
Okay.
You got the whole detail
Got it.
there.
I'll make a motion to approve and sign the contract renewal for Cartograph OpenGov asset management software for start date 2/1/24, end date 1/31/25, in the amount of $33,903 and a penny.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank
Okay.
I thought that penny might have held it up a little bit.
Well, yeah. So I'm not gonna sign this, we're gonna sign later?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring you the corrected one.
Okay, good, I will. Okay, bid award of 2023-29 pest management services.
We bid out the pest management services for the county buildings and had the bid opening on January 11th. There were 2 vendors who submitted a response. Our recommendation is to award it to Mike's Pest Control Services. Greg's been pleased with their services in the past and is okay with their pricing. And I do not have a contract today.
Okay.
Do you have the bid tab?
I don't have the bid tab, they're not attached to the
It's really small.
agenda anymore, so I didn't print it out either, so, but,
It's super small. You can-
I'm just gonna scan out.
I don't get one?
Oh,
What,
yeah, here.
what am I, chopped liver?
For year 1, Mike's Pest Control was $7,620 and Guardian was $32,000.
I'm just teasing.
Yep,
I'm just
So
teasing.
there is a significant difference in pricing.
yep, I was fine with
Yes.
it. Okay. Do it, or you wanna do one?
I'll do one. Let's see. I'll make a motion to award the 2023-29 pest management services contract to
Mike's Pest Control.
Mike's Pest Control for a price of $7,620 first year.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, do we have any unfinished business? New business, and Debbie's not here for accounts payable
Do we have anything
Yes,
on there,
we do
Mark?
need your approval.
You do need our approval?
Yes, we're running checks
Oh, okay.
Motion to approve accounts payable pending review.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval of the purchase of one Osage Super Warrior Type 1 ambulance.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
So this is the 2024 purchase of one Type 1 ambulance from Emergency Services Supply, who is a dealer for Osage Ambulance. One of the unique things that we talk about in our industry that's a pretty hot button topic right now is delivery time and lead times for apparatus replacement. If you are an agency just trying to get in and start that process, you're looking at a 2 to 3 year lead time on the delivery of your ambulance, and that's across all manufacturers. So something that's pretty unique that we've been able to do with our dealer is really work on locking in and reserving build dates for future purposes. So this year they were able to provide us with one build date, and that's a delivery date in May. So good turnaround time for
This
us.
May?
This May.
Good.
So this ambulance will be in production here pretty shortly if we get this approved. And then we've also put our names in reserve for future build spots up to, you know, the remounts of the newest ambulances that we just purchased a couple years ago. So we're looking at a decades-long replacement plan, and we have that built in, because if not, and if we get off that chain, then, you know, there's a significant delay and all things kind of go sideways. So we're not locked into it. It's just a conversation that we've had with our dealer, but just wanted to give you a little bit of background on that. So this is the purchase of one ambulance today. The dealer cost is $294,050. We have a $15,000 trade-in credit on one of the units that we would be trading in. So the total purchase price is $279,050. And this is off of a buy board contract, so it's a co-op purchase. Happy to answer any questions.
You're speaking of change, do we have changes on the Type 1 ambulance? The old ones, I know we used to have chains, that always,
So we have chains on the old Type 3s, the two white Osage ambulances. So we actually put those into service yesterday.
did y'all have to use them chains?
They did okay. We actually saw the performance and why this investment was so important. Four-wheel drive really came into play yesterday. The chains helped out too. The ultimate thing is, in any of those weather conditions, stopping is a big problem. So I'm sure everybody has seen the internet video of our friends over east and their fire apparatus that went for a wild ride. While, you know, that video probably elicits a whole bunch of responses from everybody, that was the reality that we all faced yesterday. You know, in talking to my counterparts, everybody ended up with an apparatus in the ditch at some point in time, and we were no different. But the good news is, with some help from Public Works, we were able to drive right on out in four-wheel drive, and we answered every call for service yesterday without really too much of a headache. So I think that goes to show why we need to make this investment, and why the change from the Type 3s, specifically making sure that we have the capabilities in poor weather conditions.
Well, Demirs, you can't put chains on.
Yeah, the Demirs that we have
Yeah.
were built with specs that did not allow chains to be mounted. Now, I'm sure if we would have revisited that spec, they probably could have done something for us, but that's why we've made this change.
Cool, okay.
Was it quiet yesterday? Or?
We are very appreciative that everybody stayed home and did their best to follow guidance, but it was still a very adventurous day for us.
Adventurous, that's a good word.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, yes.
Slow down, Sparky.
Okay.
All right, make a motion to approve the purchase of one Osage Super Warrior Type 1 ambulance for $279,050.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Assessor engagement letter with Newman, Comley, and Ruth.
The assessor asked that I handle this for him, so I'm bringing it to the commission. This is the annual engagement letter that the county and the assessor have with Newman, Comley, and Ruth. They handle assessment appeals for the assessor's office. So, I'm bringing it to you for signature. Chris Estes has already signed it.
Is that per hour, or is that not to exceed? I forget how we did that
Not to
one.
exceed it, and actually,
Okay.
last year, we had to,
We did
sign
supplementals
additional
or
ones
something.
because there were so many appeals, so they put a high not to exceed on it.
It's 100,000. isn't it?
Yeah, which is, if we get our money from the state tax commission, it'll make up for that.
Right.
Good.
I'll make a motion to sign the engagement letter with Newman, Comley, and Ruth. They'll provide legal services to the assessor's office.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Recommendation from the Care Leave Committee.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Larry.
The Care Leave Committee met last Friday. We had one employee that has been off for 3 months and is going to be out up to the 31st of January. And we approved 86.55 hours for that employee. It was passed unanimously, and my recommendation to the commission is to approve that care leave amount for 86.55 hours for that employee.
I'm fine with that, Larry. I'm just curious, how many hours are in the care leave bank?
Over 8,000.
Okay, this is, so 1%?
This, actually, the county employees have been great about contributing to the care leave
Good.
fund. It's the highest it's ever been. I mean, there were years when we didn't have enough hours in there.
All right.
It's in pretty good shape now.
I'm sure it's your leadership that's done it.
I'll make a motion to agree with the recommendation from the Care Leave Committee to allow 86.55 hours be awarded to the applicant who's asking for those vacation or care leave hours.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you,
Larry.
sir. Discussion of Kirksville Detention Center.
This is a renewal contract with Kirksville to house our non-certified youth in our time of need. The only thing that's changed since last year was the price. It went from $55 per day to $70 per day.
Maybe you'd explain to the audience what non-certified means.
So a non-certified youth would be a kid or a youth that would be still a juvenile. A certified youth would be somebody that has went through the process of the adjudication through the court system, and through that process has been deemed an adult and will stand trial as an adult. So being in the juvenile office, we only house non-certified youth. Our certified youth can be still housed actually at Pringer, but they can also be housed in the county jail.
Got it. I'll make a motion to renew the Kirksville Detention Center juvenile housing agreement with an increase, a daily increase of from $55 to $70 per day, right?
All right, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval of LEPC grant funding.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know I've emailed you all the letter, but I just wanted to give you a reference point. Our LEPC applied for a grant, and I believe it was back in October, I'd spoken with you all about $105,000 that we had applied for in that grant. In that grant, we were awarded $60,397. And so that's a 100% fully reimbursable. And so if we're able to put that money aside, we'll be reimbursed after we make our expenses. $60,397.
Just in and out money, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what we had budgeted this year, was the 60,397 as revenue, I guess?
We didn't have it at the time, so I don't think we budgeted it.
So it'll have to be
Yeah.
added. We'll have to do a court order once we get that. Have to add it. But it's just, like I said, it's in and out. It doesn't affect the bottom line.
Okay. All right.
We get a motion to approve.
Yeah, I guess we do, or is there? a
I would.
I'll make a motion to approve the grant award number is DPS-24HZN3-00. There's the award number. $60,397.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I have on my agenda. Sheriff, did you have something?
I have a couple of things. One was, we also have a Kirksville contract that you signed in an emergency because we had to house a certified adult up in Kirksville. So you've already signed that contract, and I bring it up so that you guys can vote on it again. And don't you have to ratify it in public
Or announce it.
or announce it or something? I don't know. So.
Put it in, and Dawn can put it in the minutes.
And I'll get you a copy of the contract so you can put it in the system, so. And the other thing I was gonna bring up was, I'm gonna reiterate Chief Hoy's compliments of the Public Works yesterday. Public Works did a really good job on getting our roads clean, but they also assisted several first responders. I'd like to say that it was an unusual act, but it's typical of the Cole County Public Works, so thank you very much to Eric and your staff.
Dittos.
Thank you, Eric.
Just a quick point on the Kirksville contracts.
Yes, sir.
We keep calling it Kirksville, but officially isn't it I'm sorry?
Bruce Normile, Normile.
What he said.
Well, is it like a 5-county juvenile facility?
Yeah.
And we call it Kirksville or Adair County, but it's really, maybe that whole circuit up
It's a
there.
circuit.
Yeah,
Not sure what circuit, but it is a circuit. Yes, that's correct.
right.
So it's just the physical location is Kirksville or Adair County.
Right. Right. It's the facility we toured
Right.
2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's
To
correct.
Look what
Yeah,
we've been
and they've
doing.
always been gracious. I've never had a problem if we need them to house one of our youth. I've never had them say no. So they've always been there for us if we need them.
Just a long drive.
Well, and there was nobody that was taking the certified juvenile. Nobody would take them. I mean, I was very happy that they were able to do so, because nobody takes certified juveniles.
They have a huge facility for that area. I think they could house maybe as many as 24. Does that sound right?
I don't remember. Do you remember?
I don't remember the number, but if they're just like, I mean, they're just like all of us. It's all based on staffing. If they have the staffing available, it depends on how much they can bring in. I remember talking to them about that in our tour. They did say a number, but I don't remember what that was.
See, Sheriff, if you'd let me get a surplus Black Hawk helicopter, we could fly him up there in no time.
Okay. I'll fly it once. I can get it in the air.
How big of a donation are you making?
No, there's surplus.
Sam Bushman Blackhawk. Transportation,
That sounds pretty good.
Ooh.
Cole County Detention Center.
No, yeah,
Services.
there's surplus available. The sheriff of Osage County actually has a boat that he
Several.
uses in the Osage River was surplus.
And
A $1,200 boat versus a $12 million Blackhawk, that's a little different here. I'm not even sure if 12 million touches it.
Yeah, but see, the sheriff, he can maintain that. And
there's no monetary reason that can't happen.
Okay.
You know how to do maintenance on them now.
Okay, do we have any
Change oils.
other issues before we go
Blinker
into
fluid.
closed session? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Pursuant to Section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri, the commission will go into closed session to discuss the following: existing or proposed security systems under Section 610.021 subsection 19, and personnel under Section 610.021 subsection 13.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Sam,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
I got a copy of the minutes.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
What we got going on over there at the juvenile center for that fueling, before this fueling center?